Hello and welcome back to Productive Dragons channel. My name is April and today I will be planning week 29 in my Bojo or bullet journal depending on which way you look at it. I will start off with how I've been doing on my goals because I said I would. I took one class this week so far. I have been slacking on my one project in July. Little problem areas there, but I can get back into the groove of this. And then I have been crafting at least 15 minutes a day, except for the day of doctor appointment and yesterday. So, with that being said, my topic. Well, let me start this off better with. I am still using my stash, and what I'll be using is June's Simply Gilded stickers. And if I can remember, I'll try to link above here where that video of showing you that. I'm going to take a sticker from this sheet because it matched the colors. Oh, and the Simply Gilded washi from that set is also going to be used. I'm going to use one of these because it matched it, and this is one of my Planner Envy kits that I didn't finish with, so I'm going to use one of those. A Happy Planner weekend banner. See if I can talk. Probably going to use these stickers here for the to-dos. And then these for marking the birthdays. I've got to remember to post in Creative, the group I monitor. So, and I'm going to use this fountain pen with Legal Blue ink that's Noodler's. So, the topic I'm going to talk about is going to be a little dark, maybe. So there's your warning for those of you. Might be triggers. I don't know. But I started. I had decided to talk to Chris from Touffe. I think I'm saying that right. The one that I get my Inkmeister from. And, you know, I said, hey, if you start a PR team, you know, because I'm not as ballsy as I'd like to be, but I'd said, you know, hey, if you started a PR team, could I try out for it? And he informed me, well, why don't you join these fountain pen groups and post the videos there? I'm like, huh, didn't think about that. But sure, why not? So this week I joined a whole bunch of them. Because I've got two, what you would call groups, two subscriptions that would be based on fountain pens. And the fountain pen, you know, are my Ink Flight, which is an ink sampling one. And then the Touffe one, which I haven't posted yet. It's, you know, it's not here yet, so hopefully it'll come in this week. And so I said, okay, I'll do that. And so I joined. Matter of fact, one group I joined, and this one guy noticed I put it there, and he said, hey, I've got this fountain pen group. I'm like, I didn't know about it, but yeah, I'll join. So I decided to ask, you know, to make sure that, you know, you can post, because you just don't want to assume anything. And sure enough, you know, I've posted and some new people have come to look at the videos. Well, two people, and they were being nice. I know they were being nice. It wasn't hatefulness or anything. It was just them trying to be helpful. Told me, you know, one spelled out the pronunciation of a word I didn't say correctly because I just couldn't for the life of me. And then another person gave a view, you know, some advice about, hey, if you used a better pen, paper, and pronunciation. So this is when I had to break down and inform the person, even though they were being nice. They weren't being ugly. They were just saying, you know, to improve, this is what you need to do. So I had to inform the person, which they haven't seen the post because when they post it was 2 hours and I missed it. And so I turned around and had to tell them that that I don't have good pronunciation because I didn't learn phonics, and to top everything else off, in the first grade, a teacher basically had the whole class laugh at me at any little mistake I made. She was not happy with the fact that what my parents did, which was worked for this company this place did not like. And to top everything else off, the reason why I got picked on the worst was because I wasn't Mormon either. See, there was 2 of us that our parents worked at this place, but because he was Mormon, it was okay. He was saved from that. And of course, me not knowing any better, I didn't know anything about abuse. I had no clue. So I ended up with that. And that's where my depression started. It's not the easiest thing to deal with. I know Mary at one time, she didn't realize how bad I didn't have phonics, is what she tells me it's phonics. But because of this, and then to top everything else off, I have a chemical imbalance. Great for me. I have to be on meds for the rest of my life, which, you know, I can deal with. I keep winging these, I swear I do, folks. But, so I had to come out and say it, and I don't fault the people, okay? I really don't. They were nice enough to say things, you know. It's not like they were ridiculing me. It was just, this could be what you could do better. And it was nice, you know. But to have to actually come out and say, you know, I was abused by a first grade teacher at the critical age of when people are learning, your child learns, and not being able to handle the fact that pronunciation is not one of those great strong points for me. And that's why Mary's always correcting me and helping me out. But it's something I deal with on a daily basis. So when y'all hear me say stuff like, you know, I don't know, if you see the subscription boxes and all that, and you notice I'm mispronouncing, that's why. You know, I'm not going to lie and say I don't try to better myself, but you can only do so much. And with that being part of my life and when my depression started and things like that, it's one of those things you just have to deal with. Let's see here. And I wish I could be better, but even I, you know, still have difficulties. But it's something I've learned to deal with. And basically have to work on constantly. So when someone says, you know, oh, it happened in the past, you should be over it, it doesn't work that way, folks. And so I myself can honestly, I don't try to say that to somebody because I understand. I understand what it's like to feel grief, but I don't understand how to feel grief for a soulmate. I have a parent that's no longer with us. He passed away on my birthday, you know, my mom's and my birthday. So it's never a really good time that time, you know. But at the same time, I understand what... Now that's going to look weird. I want to do it anyway. It's going to look weird. I don't care. But I didn't want the Sunday covered up. Can I move that over? I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's see if we can move this over. And so I understand what Sam's going through to a point, and of course it's gonna rip, right? Yep, it's ripping. Forget it. It just has to be there. Hey, it happens. Let's see here. Do I want to use those, or do I want to use these? I think I want to use these. Wait. Better yet. So, I honestly don't know what else to do to put... Mary's has suggested I just go ahead and put a disclaimer saying, hey, I'm going to mispronounce words. I wasn't taught phonics. And believe me, my mom actually tried. We got into a reading class thinking this was going to help me with my pronunciation, and it wasn't. It was reading comprehension, and it was like, no, that's not going to work. So, let's see here. This is, yep. Oh, by the way, I'm also using out of this book. So, I didn't realize I was going to do it. And I just decided at the last minute, yep, I'm going to do it, because I don't feel like writing in the numbers. But, it's one of those topics that most people don't like talking about. Some people, you know, and I try never to, yeah, I'm going to put it there, down anybody for it. I am... Let's see here. I think it's this one I'm just going to use. There we go. So basically, understand that I don't try to mispronounce y'all's names, or I think that's why I'm also fearful of lives, is going, I would butcher so many names and not meaning to. But end up doing it because of what's going on in my life and how this has affected me. And for those of you who want to know, like I said, this is what I mark my birthdays that I have to post in a group that I monitor. These are from Hearts and Dragons. I'll leave the link below. So, I think that's why I'm fearful of that. But do y'all have any suggestions that maybe, you know, when I do these subscriptions, and if Mary's not around, she can, you know, because she normally helps me with the pronunciation, because she'll correct me while I'm saying it. And that's great, because it helps out. Do you have any suggestions? What should I do? Do you think I need to do anything? No, that's not 9 p.m. That's 8 p.m. April. I would love to hear your, you know, ideas. What do you think? Oops. Let's try this one first. Sam is on Wednesday. Let's see if Sam doesn't have a live, that's okay. And for those of you who wanted to, nope, I did that in the other one. Sorry. I love your opinions. What do you think I could maybe better myself at, besides learning phonics? Do you have any input? Let's hear. Film these. Edit these. Post these. And if I'm not mistaken, Amanda is now going to start working on doing lives on Twitch on Saturdays. Alright. Call Mom. Plan and talk with Mary. I'm sorry if this is a touchy subject for people, but it is my truth. And there is a posted note, no joke, it says, "Be real, have a conversation." And when I saw the comment today, I knew the person wasn't being harsh, and it took me a bit that I didn't go backwards, because normally if I had seen that in my old ways, I would have automatically took it very wrong. And I realized the person was just trying to help me as a YouTuber, as someone who isn't really loves fountain pens, but is not so in depth in it where I can sit there and go, and this paper is blah blah. I can't do that. But I love opening the subscriptions, and one person thought it was hilarious that I was having fun with the names, because they were ridiculous names. I actually had to put down that I'm going to cuss, because one of the names had a cuss word in it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So for me, it was a little difficult, to read it, but at the same time, I took it really as constructive, not criticism. So that was one thing. I decided for this area that I would do what a weekly thing is, and at least 15 minutes. Let me see here. I'm also got NaNoWriMo going on. What else do I have? At least one class. And I'll put SK for Skillshare, CL for, and BP for Blueprint. CL is for Creative Live. Duh. I should be getting my Ink Meister in this week, which I think I'm spelling it wrong, but that's okay. It's my Bujo. I'm the only one that sees it. So I know I'll be filming that this week. Film, E, and post. Film, edit, post. And then post on to the groups that have given me permission on theirs. I'm trying to think of anything else this week. I don't think so. I think this is, I might end up doing grocery shopping, but I'm not absolutely sure. Mary and I still didn't talk because she hasn't been feeling well. But here's my setup for this week. As I said, I'm sorry for the heavy subject, but I felt like it needed to be talked about and stated. And for those of you who didn't understand why I was the way I was, but it's just me. I don't know what my cat just did. But I wanted to be real with you, and this is the way I can. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. But at least tell me why. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I do a Plan With Me, now 2 Plan With Me's. One is in my bullet journal and the other one's in my Erin Condren. I'll try not to talk on the same subject on both videos, but I also do subscriptions and hauls. So, and I know some people are really looking forward for another AliExpress haul. Just not sure when I'll be doing it. But if please subscribe by hitting my icon, which I think is about right there, and then hitting the notification bell. Hopefully YouTube is notifying y'all when I post a video. I'm hoping everybody had a great day. Bye.